Happy Tuesday, everybody. Ooh, getting an echo. Nice. Tuesday, September 1st. Holy Batman. What happened to summer or spring and we're ending summer here? Look, I got the cameras working on the big screen. Look, big heads now. Everybody looks so good. Clear cameras and I'm not freezing. Wait. No, kidding. So, last week, you guys are wandering around the lovely uh, island of Ethrol in the fishing village of Vilksteed, and it's pretty wacky. Things are weird. Things are maddening, we should say. And
You're making me very angry.
you're making me very angry. A couple of you stared off into the wanders for a while, or as you guys are definitely getting the feeling that something is going badly wrong around here. Um, People are like turning into mind flayers, and uh, and you guys got to fight one and his cronies, and you killed him, and he's laying over there on the ground. Uh, and I think we have a map, so let's go over to the Call from the Deep table. Yeah, this table, and here's the map. If you don't have it, I'm shoving it in your face, Marbania. And and you guys killed the guy, and he's laying over here on the ground. And you have Sea King Frannis, who looks kind of relieved. Um, However,
Well, he come running in here screaming, "Save me, save me!" Like
yes,
with his
Yes, he
panties
did.
all bunched up.
he did. He did. He
Woke
said,
me up.
"Take." He wants you to take him away from this foul place, and and he does move over to the dead body of the fallen mind flayer that you guys drug back inside. I think Squall drugging back inside. And his tentacles are all dragging behind him and shit. And Sea King looks down at him. And you can see he gets a little choked up as he looks down at him. He says, DM needs to find his notes. That's what he says. Let's see. Where is this guy at? Sea King Frannis flees his castle in desperation. His nerves have been worn thin thanks to the presence of mind flayers in his home and the strange occurrences on Purple Rocks. The characters wake up to the sounds of Finners beating on their longhouse door. He makes a plea for the characters to take him with him, claiming that there are strange beings in his castle, and the Kraken, Slarkrethel, is dead, and his court has turned against him. He tells you that his brother, Jonas, and he points down to the mind flyer on the ground, was turned into one of their kind, a loathsome tentacle-faced monster. And he also tells you that us Rocklanders venerate the Kraken, Slarkathral, but he must have been killed by aberrant forces. He says, the Kraken has forsaken us. We no longer venerate him. Please, the mind, my mind is weakening. I'm not sure if I can hold out any longer. The people are being transformed into More of this kind, and he points at the mind flayer and the what was the other one with the mouth that opened up with the teeth, like predator thing?
Now, what
Sea
the hell
king.
was that?
Sea spawn or something?
Where, here's one. Let's see. Deep Scion.
Scion. Yeah, it's
Deep
made by
Scion.
Toyota
Yeah, it's
or
made by
Honda.
Toyota. Yeah. Deep Scions. Yeek yeek. Right? They can assume the form of a normal person, but when they get angry or they wish to feed, they turn into one of these.
What do they feed on?
Brains. They like to eat brains. Fresh, juicy brains, like his, and points to Krell.
Is it a physical transformation or is it an illusion?
Oh, it is indeed physical. It is no illusion that they turn into these creatures. This was once our barber. And he points to the guy. See? He has scissors in his pocket. That is no illusion.
You said that
His
they
name was.
normally regular people, so we'll just have to go piss off everybody in town to see who is one of these creatures then.
Just start punching people in the face. Change.
Was was his
You
name
could walk
Floyd?
around with a brain in your hand. That would probably be more effective.
We've
Hors
got one right
d'oeuvre.
here.
Hors
King.
d'oeuvre. Trisket with brain slices on them. Have a party.
We could put a trap around it.
Yeah, a little cage that falls down. Pull the stick out. So, take it away, players. What do you guys want to do? It's like midnight, a little bit after midnight. So you guys haven't gotten a long rest yet. Do you guys need
And
a long rest? Some of you are
he
wounded.
wants us to take him out of here. He mean like what?
He does. Yes. I don't know if my mind could take another night. It's so maddening.
Can we get him out to the voyage?
He's like, you have a vessel here? Are they still alive?
I hope so.
I would imagine.
Probably. We got Minotaurs aboard.
Hopefully you've kept that vessel far from shore.
It's anchored offshore.
Excellent. They may still have a chance. The madness
How long can you hold your breath?
spreading from island to island. It originated from Trisk, and he points to the north. If you guys remember correctly, let's rewind way back. All the way back to the underwater ship and your mission where you guys promised somebody that you would get them his staff back. Remember that guy? You've
Yeah.
only spent about 4 months, so you still got 8 months left before he's gonna come in. Take his vengeance on thee.
No,
That
we
guy?
said we would.
Yeah.
We
Well,
would find it. We didn't
yeah.
say we'd get it back.
Well, you know it's on the island of Trisk. So you haven't been any closer than you are right now to that island. It's only one island over.
So I'm gonna ask the king, what would we find if we went to Trisk? Like, how would we find where these things are held up?
You will find, I'm sure, many more have been taken in Trisk than in Valsteed. Perhaps even all of them have been taken into, and he points down to the Mind Flyer, or even into one of these, and he kind of kicks the Scion. He says, I am sure that is who has taken Slarkrell as well, and killed him. You will also find there that is where hold on, find that note. That they do not welcome any visitors as of late. None of my kin have been there for a long time. But the priests, known as the elders, still go there. They think they can still converse with Sharkill.
What about
There's a place there called the Temple of Tentacles. A matter of fact, they are meeting there tomorrow night. Perhaps the elders can help you on your quest. But first you have to get me out of here. My mind. The horror.
Think it'd be safe to put him on the voyage?
Can always knock him out if necessary.
we'll kill Holly's ass if he's lying to us.
Tie him up. Just hit him every hour.
Not
Just
one
so
of
we
these
know.
things.
1d4 hours, but just didn't be safe. You give him a knock every hour. In case he rolls low.
Well, remember, the Githyanki have been and are in the middle of waging war against these things all across the multiverse, right? And they've got a place right up here in Turin, Uttersea or whatever, right? And if this island Trisk is supposed to be full of this stuff, you know,
Tentacle heads.
yeah, tentacle
offense,
heads and these other
Nystagmus.
things. Ah,
You guys are a little apprehensive. Just to let you know, this is a module from 1st to 12th level, so it progresses a little bit as you go. I'm not throwing you off the boat, hitting you with a 16th level adventure. It is designed for you guys to do. So I appreciate the role playing aspects of it, though. I really do. That you guys are scared to go over there.
did Tempest just say I was scared? Did you guys hear voices?
Yeah,
Let's get
you
our
did.
asses on the boat and go.
You guys are in Gorgio. What's happening? Don't be bitches. Don't be bitches, he says.
What's up, bitches?
My nerds. I
Do
changed it. I didn't want to offend any bitches out there.
So where's the king? He's over here. So
Yeah,
I'm going to go over to Nystagmus.
He's standing here talking to Crow.
Actually, I don't have to go to him at all. I'm just going to use
like,
message so that only he can hear me.
Are these your real feathers?
The Sea King
they
has
an
never been
illusion?
angry in our presence. Are we sure he is not trying to deceive us? Are we sure he's
No,
not
I'm
one
in
of these things?
disguise.
But I trust him more now than I did when we first met him.
Yeah, he just watched his brother get whacked.
He actually speared somebody.
But if he is one of these things, he would not care.
I think he peed his pants a little.
Yeah, there's
Mind
a
flayers
yellow.
can't pee their pants.
And they can't see very well. They're telepathic.
You have
Sea
some
King,
kind of a spell that
Sea
could
King
charm 'em,
Frannis
make
tries
them
to
tell the
read
truth?
Ember's mind, but he can't. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nothing
I know
there.
you have a ring on, so he's had it since like level 2 too. He's like, no one can read my thoughts. I'm like, okay, I'll just read everybody else's thoughts.
You're not gonna get much out of Krell's brain.
No, Krell's like, birdseed? Birdseed. Birdseed?
Nystagmus is just thinking about soup.
Yeah, Nystagmus is like, he wants some more of that. I was gonna say the lobster stuff, but that was in Ghost of Saltmarsh. I'm getting my games mixed up.
Lobster bisque.
No,
Mm.
it was like a drink made from lobster brine. It was like a whiskey fermented lobster brine.
Oh fuck.
Lobster
Yeah,
smoothie. Ugh.
yeah,
Fuck, man.
Somebody was eating a dolphin. Maybe there's some of that left.
yeah. Porpoise. I want some porpoise steak. It's
The
good
only
with
thing better is barbecued manatee.
it's good with a side of elderberries. Tastes like chicken. Mm.
I want to try to assuage Ember's fears. I want to try to use my.
Oh, sorry.
I want to try to use my my eyes and charm the Sea King.
You gonna give him some charm?
Yeah.
So, are you gonna use your spell, or are you gonna use your what do you got? Something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll use a first level spell slot on this, so the DC's higher.
Well, give it some rolling. A 4. You rolled a 4.
No, he rolled a 4.
Oh, I
failed.
meant he rolled a 4.
my eyes.
Yeah, there you go. I was looking for that. So he's like, my, I really love your fin.
Thanks.
He starts following you around.
Then I'm going to ask him to basically tell him why we should ask him why we should believe him.
You can't feel the maddening that's going on around here. I can see your dorsal fin willying, drooping. It's not.
Look, it happens to everybody.
Yeah, it's
Why
the
don't you
maddening.
show
I
us your
tell
other
you.
form? Show
It's
your
Willying.
the other
It's
form you have.
willing.
He's like, I have not been forsaken by these yet, but I know my time is near. If I don't get out of this place, I soon will be an enemy of yours.
Yeah, I just had a three-way with your wife and daughter last night.
Interesting. Perhaps he is one of them, because my wife and daughter were taken long ago by these.
Oh. Well, it didn't piss him off, so. Just trying to get his
He
dander
does look
up.
a little pissed, but he looks at Nystagmus and he says, "My friend, are you gonna let them talk to me like that?" The eyes are all like, rear.
Well, just
Nystagmus.
He's got that little.
just show us your other form, and I'll tell him to be quiet.
I don't have another form.
All right, I believe him, guys.
He's like, I will prove it to you. He pulls out a dagger. He stabs himself in the thigh.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
No, don't do that. That'll slow you down.
He's like,
Do it in your arm instead.
We don't want to carry you.
I didn't stab myself very hard. Actually, if he takes too much damage, he'll get killed.
All right, so we got to get out of this village at midnight.
Oh, he does have 8
Damn
points
it.
of damage, so he's a little wounded already.
I just
We
did not
gotta-
want him on the ship by himself if he was posing a threat without us
shit.
there.
I
Put
still think-
minotaurs on him.
Yeah, when we take him back, we should set a guard just to be safe, or an
Have him
escort.
sit on him.
Since you guys only play once a week, I'll give you a little clue. I think Squall has the ability of True Sight, doesn't he?
I do, but it's not. Wait a second.
Don't you have
Oh,
a item?
that's an item.
Oh, that is an item. Look at that.
Ah.
You could just look around and you go, oh, this is an illusion. That's an illusion. This is not. This is bad. This
You
is.
gotta find. Wait a second. Oh,
No, I have the gem of seeing.
yeah.
That
That's
gives
not.
true
That's
sight.
not this dude.
Um,
Yeah.
So yeah, I could use the gem of seeing to see if he's in any other form.
as he pulls a dagger out of his leg.
Yeah,
He's
I'll,
like,
I'll look at him.
he's like, you have the ability to see.
Just testing.
Just testing.
We just wanted to see how far you'd take it.
He is as he appears.
All right, let's go.
What's that? Three charges on that thing
Steal
or
a boat.
something?
3 per long rest. Yeah.
Nice. Which you might get back in a little bit. You guys
So
have like
speaking of long rest, did we finish one?
your little rowboats are out there. No, it's only like midnight, so
Yeah,
You
but
would
we
have
got to
to.
navigate those rocky waters, man. That's rough, rocky waters in the dark. So that's why I asked him if how long he could hold his breath for. We just swim out there.
he's
I
about
got a potion of water breathing. We can shove
He's like-
down his throat.
about 1, maybe 2 minutes. I can make it out to the first buoy.
First channel
He'd
marker.
likely-
First channel mark.
even with the potion of water breathing, I think he'd freeze in the water.
It is pretty cold. Pretty cold.
We're pretty far up north.
It's right now. It's about
Right.
30 outside. It's not quite snowing. It's summertime. It's only
How
30
far is it? How far is it down to the boats from where we're at right now? This longhouse.
out. Like to where your boats are docked. I don't know, like 100 yards or so. It's not that far. You got to
Okay.
kind
Put a
of go
cloak
out
over
and
him
down the
so people don't see him.
docks and out on the because you guys parked out on the end of the docks. You didn't have your own slip, but you do know there are lots of longboats and lots of barbarians in longboats.
So if we go and cut all the ropes that are mooring them there, they can't chase after us.
Well, the harbor's like in an enclosed space. There's like gates that can open and close. It's all
Okay.
palisaded in. The harbor is for protection. So you got to get through and open the palisade door. You know the harbor doors and stuff at night. And during the day they're open because fishing boats come and go all the time. Fishing, porpoise boats, I should say, not fish.
Ingorgio redeemed a magic item in the chat for whoever gets hit by Clyde.
Uh-oh. Oh, and he redeemed Clyde. So
Gave him advantage too.
Oh fuck!
he's spending
That's what I
all
did
of
in
his
his
money.
game last week.
He's spending all of his money. From outside, you guys hear some weird noises going on.
I get my crossbow ready.
I'm
There's
taking
a-
the
Walsh should open the
dodge
door.
action. I'm
Actually,
taking the dodge
you-
action.
You don't think it's from outside. You think it's actually up in the rafters.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh. You know who's showing up. And since there's a few of you here, from the rafters. Oops. I hate it when you miss the chat box. Ooh. I hate to tell you, but with advantage, some poop flies out from the rafters like a magic missile. It's like, and it's flying, and it hits Wings right in the face. Splat! As poor little Wings gets hit by Clyde, and then Clyde swings out and flips out through the front doors and runs off hooting and hollering. As we got a visit from Clyde. Monkeys are prone to throw their own feces. And I do not like how the dice stay in Classic. Now I can bitch about Classic, right? Since I starting on Unity. I like how Unity the dice stay where they're supposed to stay. Why do I want my die out there in the middle of the table like that?
They also
Oh,
always line themselves up with the highest number of the die up in Unity, which they don't in Classic.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's a bonus right there. So,
So, yeah.
yeah.
So,
So,
yes, just give that.
so
Oh.
as Wings like starts gagging on this feces from this monkey, you get a Ember gets a mental image in his brain, right? That's how he communicates, right? Of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something. He's like it tastes like peanut butter or something. But he starts gagging and he coughs up he coughs up he coughs up a potion of water breathing. Thanks to Engorgio in chat. So, do you have a potion of water breathing on your character sheet, Sven? Does Ember?
Let me double check.
If you do, add one to that pile. If you don't, I'll give you one.
I don't know. I think that's Wings potion, isn't
Yes, I
it?
do.
Well, since Ember controls Wings, I mean, Wings doesn't have like a pocket.
But as I go over there to grab the potion, I'm also going to use prestidigitation and clean him up.
Yeah, it's like all running down his chest and shit now. He looks all sad. His feathers are all like withered. His
Yes.
head's
So how does that
down.
make you feel?
And you're getting that emotion from him. You feel that emotion, he's as you
I'll
look
try
at
to
him
comfort
though,
him, let him know it's okay.
you feel a maddening feeling coming over, and you should roll a Constitution saving or a Charisma saving throw to see if you're affected by this maddening going on as the owl has shit on him.
Does my ring give me bonus or anything?
Uh, no, it's just a horrific. Oh well, since you had blast still on you, I suppose that helped.
Yeah. I've been praying all night, man.
What was the DC? The DC was only a 10, so yeah, you succeeded by a long shot, so you do not have a psychological scar on you for. You feel just sad. You just sad as you clean up your owl. Thanks, Egorgio. That was a good 5 minutes of. All right, so as you guys are like deciding on if you're going to go back to bed or not, some of you are still in your pajamas and whatnot. You do hear some noises coming from outside this time, and it's not a Poosling and monkey. You think it's chanting or something. Oh yes, oh yeah, oh yeah. What was that show where they hit themselves with a board?
Monty Python
Jesus,
was. No.
Dona eis requiem.
History
Yeah.
of the World Part 1.
Yeah, that was even better. Everybody hump the queen.
On with Mighty Joint.
So are you guys just gonna put your pillow over your head and go back to bed, or are you gonna go check out what's going on?
It's Roman weed.
I'm gonna go out and check it out.
So
Roman red.
Krill creeps open the door and he listens and coming from like the north side of town, you can hear screams and commotion.
This might be a good time to get him out if they're being distracted by screams and commotion.
Yeah, like that's a bad day to
Smuggle them away.
Yeah. Stay away from the screams and commotion. Grab a boat and get out of here.
Start rowing.
I mean, I can fly up and
the-
scout to make
the-
sure nothing's getting near us.
The docks are the south side. The noise is coming from the north side. So,
I said we split.
What kind of screams?
Krell, give me a perception check so you can describe these screams to everybody inside that can't hear them. Krell turns and looks at you guys with a worried look on his face, and he says he thinks they're hatchlings or children, he means, as he translates into common from his own tongue.
Maybe
And then
Clyde went to the city.
And then he looks down at his pack and he remembers he has an egg still with him. I don't know. Do you? Do you still have that egg?
I do.
Have you been keeping it warm, or you just got it in your
I've been
pack?
trying.
At night, he puts it under his little.
Never
butt.
found a good way to get it and down back to Chult.
This was your dad's watch. I kept this watch up my ass.
This hunk of metal up my ass.
I wasn't gonna let any greasy yellow slopes get his hands on your. Okay. You know, survival of the fittest. There is such a thing called population control, and sometimes
Yeah.
the younger,
See-
less powerful generation gets whacked.
So
Like,
Sea
that's what's
King,
happening.
yeah, Sea King Frannis says, "They have come to take more of us. They are on the bluff," and he points towards the north of town. You
They come and
can
take-
probably stop them.
Yeah, if we had a
I-
long rest first. I'm gonna bar the
have-
door.
They will be long gone before you wake in the morning, and more will be added to their kind.
What kind are you talking about? What are we running into?
Oh, you will be
Mind
running
flayers?
into the spawn. Sea spawn they turn into at first.
So it's
Actually,
time to get
I'm-
out of here.
I mean, I'm good to go if we wanted to go save the children.
Yeah, we can't just let a bunch of children be turned into these abominations.
Caesar
Let's go.
can.
Since I kind of roleplay Wings a little bit, he just shrugs. He's, ooh.
How long does Bless last?
It's gone.
Like 15 minutes ago, it expired. Let me,
We've been
let
talking
me-
for that long.
Yeah, let me clear
Well, I
That's
still
good
got
for
haste
1
on,
minute.
too.
clear all expiring effects. There we go. I don't know if that worked or not, but might have taken some shit off that wasn't supposed to come off, but
No, the mage armor is still there, so he's good.
if it had an expiration, it's gone.
Mine's good.
Hunter's mark on Wings. And he's stunned. How is Wings stunned with Hunter's mark on him? How did that happen? How did you put Hunter's mark on Wings, Scuzzer?
No,
I
remember
have
he
no
was.
idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. Caster concentration, swim speed, work caster. Okay, looks good to me. So you guys gonna go up there? See if you can See if you can stop more abductions.
Yeah, let's go kill
Do
it.
I pull up the map for that, or do I pull up the map for the gates? Which direction are you guys going? I mean, you guys are on milestone, so you're not going to get any XP. I mean, just saying. Either way,
Crow would have liked to go
Yeah.
save some kids.
storyline
Yeah.
gets you levels. Saving kids gets you fame.
I always want to
Kids.
be famous with a bunch of.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Caesar votes to go to the boat, but he'll stick with his crewmates if
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah. Caesar likes to be on the boat. All right. So I'm gonna clear this map off, and I'm gonna push you guys another map if I can find it here. Ooh. Who? Where did I put it? Huh. I got the encounter and everything, but where is the map? I probably didn't do that. I wonder if I drop this in the combat tracker and double click on a token. That'll do it. All right. It's going to lag for a second as I fill up the combat tracker and pull up that and double click on a token. There it is. Hey, that worked. All right, so you guys make your way over to the north side of town, and you guys got to come out like a clump of trees and stuff. So you're kind of back in the trees as you approach, and you see that they have like some like tent kind of tarp thing set up out here. I guess maybe for hors d'oeuvres or whatever. You don't know what's in the tents, but there's like a weird looking fire. It looks like a regular fire, but it flicks and flashes like bits and pieces of green and light blues as it's burning. And over the fire is a big ass shark that's being roasted over the fire. And as you guys approach, you can see lots of commoners, and they are standing out towards the cliffs. And they look like they have children in their hands. And before you guys can do anything, they chuck the children off the cliffs. Kids go screaming, and they go into
Well,
the water, kersplash,
we tried.
100 feet below. So you haven't been spotted yet as you guys approach, but they're all still kind of chanting and looking off the edge of the cliffs. Do you guys do anything?
I'm gonna fly up and start shooting.
The girl's just like, fuck it. All right, so
I'm going
Fuck
after
y'all.
the kids.
You,
all
you
right,
chucking
so
kids over? I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
shoot all of you.
checking the kid before the kids hit the water. Krell's shooting his bow, his hand crossbow. So yeah, let me drop you guys over here, and I'll push the map in just a second as I get you on the edge back here. I'm gonna have to clean up the combat tracker because there's too much in it. Sea King Frenris is lingering in the. He didn't want to get left alone, so he's lingering back in the shrubs back here. Let me see. So this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Uh, oh, there's a lot in the combat tracker. I know what we're doing tonight. This encounter. I don't know. We got 2 sharpshooters. It's not going to last that long. I should have separated these. The author just pushed them all in one encounter. Just here you go. Here they all are. All right, so here comes the map. Looks like I missed a commoner. There he is. Oh, I missed 2. So let me do one of these things.
Are the commoners the kids?
No, the kids are currently splashing into the water down below.
Oh.
The commoners are the ones that just threw them off of the cliff. As
They're the ones about to die.
yeah, they're the ones that just committed genocide on their own people. As we have initiative. And I will give you guys advantage if you act before any of the commoners. So Squall and Ember and Wings will have advantage if you go before anybody. I'm not going to give you guys a surprise round because they are kind of on alert.
They're too far
Now
away.
the 3Ds are commoners as well, but they look a little better dressed for some reason. I don't know what's going on with those guys. As you hover over them, you probably can see what their tokens say.
Yeah, they're.
They haven't got pissed yet, so they look like commoners. All right, Squall, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, I want some.
They're
battle
a little
music.
too far away to get to, but this is the ideal location for something like ice storm or call lightning or something like that.
Gust of wind. I mean, there you go, bitches.
Well, yeah, but gust of wind is only 10 foot wide now, so you'd have to kind of move it.
It still would be fun.
I
It
don't.
still would be fun.
Yes, it would be fun, but All right, so let's see. Call lightning is. Oh, I can do this. Yes. Well,
The kids are already in the water. What more do you want to do to them?
Right?
no, it's not the kids I'm going after. I mean, how far is it down to the water? Would we know that? I mean, it's
Let me
dark. I
hold
can't
on. Let me
really.
see. Is there a text thing here? Let's see. The moon is full. It's high above the islands. Uh, you hear the sound of children crying out on the harbor cliffs. You see a dozen or so Rocklander commoners, overseen by 3 commoners, and they held their newborn babies over the edge above the crashing waves below. As the characters watch, the babies are flung into the rolling ocean. It doesn't say climbing up the cliffs. You don't see that either.
Okay.
So I would say about 100 feet.
Fable
100 feet.
Forge in the chat redeemed potion of great inner healing for whoever's hurt the most.
Whoever's hurt the most, that would be Scuzzer.
Scuzzer.
Scuzzer with 22 points of damage. Joey from Fable Forge RPG just awarded you a potion of greater healing.
I think I've got that on my sheet. I just gotta
It should
reactivate
be.
it.
If he had a good DM, he probably coded that for you. But you never know. You never know.
Is it stormy out here by chance?
It is. It is stormy. It is.
Great.
It is stormy, and it is dark for those that need any of that. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall and 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see. So we won't even put that up because 60
Yeah,
foot
no, it's
is
too much.
is pretty
The whole map.
much the whole thing, right? I mean, just about.
Yeah, but that's not where the damage occurs. The damage occurs at each creature is within 5 feet of a point.
Yeah, but
Let's
I'm
make a
saying you can
dexterity
target
saving throw.
anybody that you want easily.
Right, right. Yeah, so I'm going after these guys first. So let me cast the spell, call lightning.
I know it's turning on a little
There's
music
nobody.
here. There we
There's
go.
nobody within 5 feet of him, however. And he fails. And because there's an existing storm here, it increases the damage by 1d10.
Oh, 25 points of damage to Erudite Gate.
Right.
Erudite? Is that too loud? That's too
Erudite.
loud.
Erudite gate.
It's a new word I gotta look up.
Let's see. This would be a concentration on myself, and
Wait, did somebody buy a
I
random
don't
teleportation?
understand how this thing's. What?
I don't know who. This is redeemed random teleport.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's for nystagmus. It should be there. isn't
Oh,
it?
random teleport on the map. So let me roll that here real quick because that happens instantaneously.
Oh shit.
You could be right in the middle of everybody.
He could be falling off the cliff currently, but we don't know.
Dive down and save the kids.
So
My plan anyway.
and I need to roll this. Ooh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So Nystagmus, you are randomly teleported to right there. Thanks to Joey from Fable Forge RPG in the chat, you are now much closer to the enemies than you were earlier.
Yeah.
Where did the lightning just hit? Who'd you just hit? Oh, this guy here.
The lightning hit this dude
Yeah.
right there, Erudite Gate.
Are you gonna do anything else?
Well, that's all that he can do right now. So
Well,
I'm
yeah,
passing the turn.
Yeah. Well, you could move, but
Yeah,
I can
there's
put
no
you
need
in
to
a
start
square. Let's
taking off.
make sure you guys are in a square. All right, Wings is flying. Where is he flying to?
Our tokens aren't locked.
Oh, what the hell? Who's broken the... Oh, I put you guys on the map. No, I should have locked the tokens. I don't know.
Mine's locked.
I just locked them. But... yeah. Nystagmus doesn't have to move now. So Wings is at 5 feet off the ground, and so he's like, he flies over by the shark.
I'll double checking his movement. He's actually gonna go up just a bit to get around. Actually, this is a commoner, so I'm gonna trust the commoner's not gonna attack him. He's just gonna zip over to here, double move.
Yeah,
and start
the commoner that just
helping.
threw a newborn baby off the cliffs, probably not friendly. Just pointing that fact out.
No, it's just a common arrow flying, getting away from the storm. He's just gonna zip by.
He's fast enough to see the baby splash into the water. Splash.
So he's gonna help find them when he gets there.
Yeah, it's like big wave, ocean wave.
All right, and
Ember.
Ember's grabbing a scroll of fly, putting it on himself, and he's gonna take off.
He's got it like
Yes.
tucked in his belt. He's like, just in case I need it. He didn't have it stashed in a bag of holding or nothing, did he?
No.
Okay, good.
This is, yep. He's got like a bandolier with scrolls. Whoosh.
and you are just flying across the ground, or are you taking off into the air?
No, I have to get over this tent anyway and over these rocks. How high are these rocks? Or are they
Uh,
from the
well,
ground?
the edge of the cliff's another. Well, you wouldn't consider that elevation, but the tents are like, we'll call them 10 feet tall. So you need to be at least, yeah, 15 is good. So he's like, do you
You're gonna
take
take
off
off?
like you don't fly too much, so you take off like the Greatest American Hero, right? You're like you're not very good at it.
I swim okay, but I've never flown.
So this commoner pulls out his 2x4 that he wields for a weapon, and he sees the lightning crash down and kill one of his friends, and then some strange Triton guy just teleport to the cliffs, and he looks with his pet owl flying around, and he comes stumbling and bumbling over this way, across these rocks. It takes his full action to get over there because they're hazardous terrain. So all the rocks are difficult terrain that you guys have determined now. So movement will cost you twice as much on the rock. Scuzzer, I'll give you another little oomph.
All right, I think Scuzzer is going to cast Spike Growth.
Spike growth. That's kind of handy.
I think he'll put it right there.
Ooh, dragging the combat tracker. Oh, that's a good spot for it. Do you don't have didn't come with the token? You don't have a token? What?
No, I didn't. I didn't see a token.
I must have
Oh
not.
yeah, it does have a token. It does have a token. Let me delete this thing.
Hey Joey, thanks for the 100 biddies. Thank you, sir. I thought you had a game tonight. No? Did you break it? Or is that Wednesday nights? I don't know. If I drag the combat tracker one more time, I'm going to be upset.
No, I can't move it because it's locked.
Yeah, you only get one shot at it. Where do you want it? There?
Yeah, there. That's fine.
I don't like it.
Uh,
But,
Yeah,
okay.
that looks like rocks, not vines.
I mean, I just don't like it being so obtrusive. A matter of fact, I think I'm going to...
go back to just the black circle.
I'm gonna draw one with a purple circle here. If I can figure out how to do it.
Bex?
There you go. There you go. Is it 20 foot?
Yeah, it's 20 foot. That token's a
So-
little small, doesn't it?
I don't know.
No, he did it diagonally, so it makes it a lot bigger.
Oh, hold on.
Delete this token.
Yeah, he's got like a 60-foot token there.
Your circle's bigger than 20 feet.
Yeah, if you draw it
Oh, there it goes.
diagonally, it makes it much bigger.
Ah, that's what it did.
There we go. Oh, you got yours. Okay. I'll get rid of that one. Delete the pointer.
All right, I'll put it right there. And
Alright,
then Scuzzer's
so-
going to move forward a little bit.
So some rocks come up, and
So there.
you move up behind this tent. You got the lovely smell of roasted reef shark. I think smells pretty good. The green flames that got you kind of wigged out though. They're like popping, little sparks come out of them, and you're like, ugh. Anything else, Scuzzer?
That's it.
Down arrow? Nystagmus.
All right. So Nystagmus, I'm not even going to disengage. I'll just take the attack of opportunity. I'm gonna reach it into my backpack, grab the broom out, and then
It's like-
jump off the cliff and start looking for flying babies.
I see that this broom is like tucked into your bedroll, right? You got it just the end sticking out. It's just sitting up there. You're like, whoosh, and you just dive off and tuck the thing under you, as you realize that it doesn't work. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I saw the look on your face. You're like, what? No, the babies are in the water, so you can retro that if you like. They have already gone kerplunk because, believe it or not, terminal velocity is 210 feet per second. So that translates into 500 feet in 6 seconds. So you go kersplash quickly.
All right, yeah. Then I will just jump right down into the water and start looking around for babies to grab.
Yeah, I don't know how much resistance a falling baby has, so there's probably some math that slows them down a little as the baby's like flailing, but it still hits the water pretty quickly.
Diaper parachute.
It's dark down there, and you have 120-foot dark vision, so you can see what you think is a baby, something flailing into the big waves crashing, and
All right.
you can see something flailing down there. You think this baby knows how to swim or something. You don't know how he's still.
Well, I will head straight for it and try to grab it. I don't know how much I can do this turn. So
15, and what's your movement on that thing? I give you a minus 30. Yeah, put yourself at minus 30. You're like da 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 da.
all right, yeah, it's
Oh, you drew it, and you could move and dash, right? You're burning your action to do it too, right?
right.
It's
Yeah,
60.
I'm gonna do both.
So you're
So-
at minus 90. So you're like swooping down as you get closer, and you can see that is not a baby. You can see that the baby, it has a baby head and little baby arms, but the rest of it is morphing into a sea spawn. You can see like a starfish on its face, and the sea
A
spawn.
scion?
No, sea spawn.
That's a sea spawn.
Yeah, sea spawn. Let me give you a picture of sea spawn. Sea spawn. But it's got baby arms and a baby head right now.
It's like the poor man Sahwagan.
Does he
Yeah.
look that sad too?
Yeah, he looks pretty sad because he lost his passive.
Yeah.
He lost his
I
binky.
don't know. Almost like a slee stack.
His binky fell out. But they're attempting to climb up the. He is attempting to climb up the cliff currently. He's at the bottom. And let me show that guy to you. He's right there. And I think you kind of circled out a little bit. You're not right on top of him. You're like, you have to get a little angle to your descent. Anything? I think that's all. You got a bonus action.
My cloak will billow dramatically.
All right. Flaps in behind you. Kind of helps you turn. As a fluttering crumb catcher. So this guy, the wind is blowing and his mustache is like just fluttering in the breeze. As where the hell is this guy at? Oh, he's right here. How high is Hoot? Wings? Can I?
He stayed right where he was, pretty much 5 feet flying.
Ah,
Although, if these cliffs are higher, would be below him because there's a ravine there.
well, he's close enough that he can try to whack him anyways. So he's going to try to... I'm dragging the combat tracker all over the place tonight. I don't know what's going on with that. But he is going to try to club on Wings. I will give Wings a little cover since he's down in the ravine a little bit. As this guy takes a swipe at him. And, oops. Totally misses. Like, clunk, strikes next to him. And that's the heavy actions that that guy's got. Well, the I don't know how this worked out that well, but the one that's on Nystagmus is starting to climb. There's plenty of handholds on these cliffs, so it's not a horrible climb. They don't have a climb speed, and their movement's only a 20, so he's only going to get up 20 feet. But I'm going to indicate that as a minus 80 on his sheet because he's got a little ways to go as he starts climbing up. Wary chuckle. He's chuckling as he turns.
He's in a. There he is.
And,
It's difficult terrain.
Yeah, he's in difficult terrain. But he sees Ember over there flying like the nun he is. Oh, it's not. And he's going to start to move off of these cliff edges, holding his stick of driftwood. Oh, shit. And he's probably going to take lots of damage because he didn't know. Well,
So that's-
doesn't he get a save to see if it's first? Let's see if he saw
No.
it.
No, it's only if you're outside of it.
Yeah, it's only if you're
Oh.
outside to see it.
Well, I think he's going to get to there, honestly, if you want to roll the damage.
So he's just moved 5 feet.
Well, that's all he's going to move because he's probably going to fall over dead. But go ahead and roll the damage. Yeah. See, he's, as he steps on a spike and it goes up through his foot and stabs him in the throat and he falls over dead. Odor absorbing tights. This guy has like Lysol tights on or something. Oh. First round's gonna take me the longest to get all these figured out, as this guy is at, now he's at minus 80 as he climbs up. Minuscule thumbs. Why? Oh, he doesn't play enough Atari. He's got minuscule thumbs. He can't play Joust very well. Where the hell is this guy at? Oh, well, he is not within the area, and so he's gonna come and kind of slide down this little hill with his. He's got a broom handle. That's what he's got. It's special. It's a mop handle, actually. It's my mop. Very packed down. This guy hasn't pooped in a while, and he's upset as he takes a step forward, and I'm sure he steps on a spike, and it impales him in the intestines. As he steps again, somehow he survived. As he bursts open and poo flies everywhere. So not only is this square difficult terrain and has spike growth in it, but is also covered in shit. Just saying. And cowardly guffaw. I don't know what a guffaw is, but
Laugh.
give him the save to see if he sees this this spike growth. He's right here. Cowardly guffaw. No, he doesn't. So he's like, "I'll save you," as he starts moving forward, and you know what? We're just gonna make it easy, and he commits suicide as he stabs himself in the face. That's what he says too. No. Hey, Krell. All right. Did anyone haste you?
Alright.
Damn.
Nope,
It's
not
gonna take
this
all
time.
night.
But I'm going to
You caught the
fly,
UHF reference. Flying poodles. Weird Al
fly
Yankovic.
over there.
Like, are you gonna take a free action to poop on the shark? Poop on the shark?
No.
No?
I'll come back to eat it later. I am going up a little bit. And I am going to take a couple of shots at this deep scion.
The one that just got
And
lit up by
because-
lightning bolt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's
And
still
because
glowing
he
a
hasn't
little.
gone yet, I get
Oh,
advantage.
you get
because I have
assassinate.
rogue assassinate.
Yeah, he's like
So
he's kind of hiding behind this commoner a little bit, but you don't care as you get double back-to-back 18s on him. You hit him right in the neck. He's like, and he falls over dead. The commoner looks at you like, and waves his club at you menacingly.
did he die?
Yeah.
Didn't say.
Oh no, he didn't.
Okay. I was gonna
Well,
say, I
he's
didn't-
bleeding out. He's like,
All right.
Must have been
Well,
close.
I didn't even
dynamics.
look, but I know roughly how many hit points they had. What the hell? These guys must
He's
have more
hanging
hit points
on.
than where is he at in the comments record?
I don't know. Bonus action.
He's got to be. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. So he pulls the arrow out and looks down at it, and it's got his trachea on it. He's like, and he looks up at you as you hit him again in the throat, because he only had one more hit point, and he falls over, still holding his trachea on his stick. Oh shit! That moved on me.
They have that on pig out at the park, don't they? Trachea on a stick.
It's
Smoked.
it's deep cyan trachea on a stick. It's pretty tasty actually.
It's
You
Silver
know, when
Dollar City.
I was stationed in Germany, they used to have like the German American Fest, and the Germans would come and sell all their food and shit. And they would take like coal. I swear it was coal, not charcoal, but it looked like coal bricks, and ignite it on fire, and then put whole mullet, on a stick and roast it. And people would walk around like it's a turkey leg. I'm like, that's disgusting. A freaking mullet on a stick, like it's a turkey leg. I'm
Oh,
like,
smoked mullet's good,
yeah, wow.
but not smoked with coal. I don't think smoked with coal would be very good.
I think it was charcoal, but you know, whatever. They did have the mushroom. I used to take part in the mushrooms, so those were good. So this guy's gonna get off of these rocks with his. He's got a fig leaf, is what he's wielding. That's what he's got. Snug leggings. Where is this guy at? So he. I don't think these guys are gonna make it up with Krell. Krell's just gonna hammer these guys, right? Minus 80.
None will survive.
He's climbing. He's climbing. I don't know. I didn't come up with this encounter. I just had to build it. Maybe I should have made the cliffs only 50 feet tall. It would have been a little easier. Wouldn't have sounded so dramatic, though. Oh. Oh, this guy. Wow. So he is going to move. He's going to dash. So that takes up 40 of his movement to get there, of a total of 60. So, I guess he's just gonna move over here and wield his battle axe menacingly at the people that are flying around above him. I mean, what the hell? If the party can fly, just skip this encounter. That's what it should have said. It's really what it should have said. Because they're just pincushions. They're just pincushions. Painted left shoulder. What happened is I accidentally, I don't know, he duplicated some of these. So I put them in the comment tracker, but I need to delete them. So just give me a couple seconds as I get through some of these. So this guy's gonna climb. What? The chat bought all of the sea spawns a potion of climbing? Alright! Kidding. Wouldn't have helped. It'll go faster next round, I promise. I'm still not used to my, all my windows pop up and I have to put them where they need to go. If I don't pre-do it, they're over here and I need to move them. Slick down sideburns. This guy's got like a little cowboy hat on and shit. Where the hell is he at? There he is. He's gonna move this way. Wielding his... He's got nunchucks, by the way. It's a broken stick that's been taped back together, but they kind of look like nunchucks. He's got like a knot with some rope tied around it. Oh, this guy's like, he's gonna come to the edge over here. Because he saw nystagmus, and he's gonna reach down and he's gonna pick up a rock. And,
Is he human?
yeah. And he's gonna throw at the flappy, billowing cape noise in the darkness at disadvantage with his rock.
100 feet down in the
100
darkness.
feet down in the darkness, he's gonna chuck this rock. And I'm even giving him a -5 too on top of it to hit, just to, and he wings it,
Better.
and you dodged. It goes whizzing by you as you see it coming, and you dodge out of the way.
Man, he got a lot closer than I thought he was going.
Yeah, for the luck of the draw. It's like throwing those plastic darts at the balloons at the fair. They're all bent and crooked and stuff, and the tips are not sharp. It's just luck of the draw. Occasionally you, Painted Knees, he's like, how? My name Painted Knee. And we're just deleting him as he murders himself on the rock. You just like to hear him die. I know, you're just evil like that. You just love to hear him. No!
Perfect use of that spell.
Yeah,
I
that
missed the
was a
Wilhelm
great
scream.
use. Yeah, the Wilhelm scream. So some of these guys are climbing up out of the water. And I think I missed a couple, but they're in the darkness, you can't see them yet. There's only 36 guys in the combat tracker, so just saying. Scarred left eye. This guy has a pointed stick, and right now he's got a cork over the end of it, because he keeps poking himself in the eye with it. But he is going to try to protect his dinner as he comes running up with his buddies. Get away from our shark! A swollen left arm got bit by a sea enema, and his arm is swollen, but he's still able to.
You'll see him.
Yeah.
There we are.
Sea enema as he starts to climb up, and
How many babies do they have? My word.
oh, that's the problem. They doubled the amount here. There's 12 babies. There's supposed to be 12 creatures and not 24. So that causes a slight little problem.
12 babies is insane for the size of a village.
All right, so Deep Scion is going to leave the area there, but he does going to take some damage as he does so.
Just 5 feet, right?
Yeah, just the one time. As he takes 5 points of damage. He is well gonna pick up a rock and he's gonna chuck it up at Ember there. Why we got a whelm scream all of a sudden? Who did that? What is chucking a rock is based on your strength, right? So he's got a 4. So he's got a -2 to hit with this rock. As he chucks it at Ember. What's the range of a rock? I'm gonna say he's at disadvantage too, because Ember's up in the air. How high are you, Ember?
15 feet.
15 feet, and he's 10 feet. That's 25 feet. That's probably long range. Chuck. Oh, so it almost hits you in the head. But he gets you for D4 damage, so 2 points. 2 points as he bounces a rock off of you. I don't know. What else would these guys do, right? Plenty of rocks. Heavy-hearted walk. He's like, that was my sister's baby. I'm so disappointed. And he heavily-hearted walks this way. We're gonna hide him. I'm getting through these guys as quick as I can. Still on round 1, right? Is it break time yet? Corral!
Top of
Finally!
round 2.
All right.
Top of round 2. So yeah, the next round will go much faster since I got it all cleaned up. 1,
Alrighty.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this guy's gone.
1,
No, not delete. Delete from combat tracker.
2,
Deep Scion. So arrows are flying down on this guy's head.
and 3.
And did he survive? He did. He didn't get hit by a lightning bolt first. So
Yeah.
arrows are sticking out of me. Thump, thump, thump.
But I'm gonna fly over there anyway.
As you start to circle around a little.
Yep.
Ember.
All right, so I'm 15 feet up. So I
so
like this guy without provoking, correct?
what are you doing?
Flying past him. I'm
Oh
15.
yeah. You might provoke an ugly look out of him, but he can't hit you with his battle axe that he's got.
So I have a 60 feet fly speed. I'm gonna zip over to the edge and then just let gravity take over and fall till I get just to where the waves are. Start looking for a baby.
So you're gonna fall into the water?
I'm gonna stop myself just before the water and then start looking around for baby.
Well, what do you mean? If you stop flying, you're gonna fall, and you've cast a spell, so that means you ended the fly spell.
Okay, then I'll just fly down.
Fly down. Yeah, you can fly
Total of
down, but if you
120,
end
so
your
it'll be 50
spell to
feet.
fall, then you're gonna go splash. So yeah, it's 70 to get there, and from 120, right? So you got 50 feet down, minus 50.
And Gorgio redeemed disadvantage for Sven.
Yeah. So we'll hold on to that until he actually gets to use it. Actually, yeah. I don't have. I don't. You have to remember that. We could code that, right? Disadvantage.
Depends on what.
Scuzzer. Just disadvantage.
Well,
Against
Scuzzer is
everything.
going to
It's like the whole gamut. You got to put it all on there.
take a shot at this deep scion clean left arm.
It's not so clean. Oh, that is the guy that's not dead, huh?
Yeah.
Or the one that doesn't have 3 arrows sticking out of him. And Gorgio says you were mean to him the other night, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring Clyde into the Rick and Morty game, so.
Rob would have been like, "What the hell's going on? I don't understand."
And he'll take a second shot at him.
If you guys miss, just let me know. Okay, then I could feel happy.
Unlikely.
Unlikely.
I was hitting on a 5, so.
And then he will
Well, wait a second.
move back a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're shooting at that guy.
Good. Well, and Scuzzer will move back a little bit.
Move back to where you were. Okay. Get behind the tent some more.
To there.
Oh, even further.
Well, yeah. Is that tent closed or is it open?
It's got sides on it, so you can get a little bit of cover.
Okay, yeah. Then I would go forward a little bit then
Like
to hide from them guys over there.
Or
Probably to about there then.
Okay, yeah. Smells even better now that you got a little closer.
I'm gonna get a shark
Roasted
steak.
shark. Squall.
Yeah, Squall is going to kind of move up behind this tent, trying to stay hidden a little bit. And he will. Let's see if this will work.
Ooh.
That should be bigger than that. Right?
What is it?
Well, it's the call lightning spell, but it sure looks bigger than that on the. I guess that's right though.
That's
Anything
right.
5 foot. Well, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing within 5
Yeah,
foot of
so
it anyway.
you
So
could
yeah, just get rid of that thing.
you can get them too.
Oh. Okay, there we go. All right. Centered on a point. I thought it was centered on a creature. All right, cool.
Did
So
it target them for you? They
then-
targeted them for you. Nice.
well, I targeted them too, so I'm
Oh.
not sure. Yeah. Okay, so they get a.
I haven't really played
save.
with it enough to know. Oh, they both failed. They're like,
Clear failure.
look, it's Tempest coming to take us. As they jump towards the lightning bolt.
No, actually, I don't know how to do because I just right-click to add us. Because this was a natural storm, it gets that extra D10, so they're targeted. I guess I just did that work?
Oh, yeah.
They're both dead anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I can't untar. There we go.
We'll leave that on so you can move it around if you like.
Yep.
Ash blonde goatee is oh, this is the guy chucking rocks, isn't he? You're gonna try that shit again. I have faith. What the hell is that? I don't know, something. I think my mouse is wigging out or something.
Oh yeah, that's when when you said Chad, that's when I went, oh, and Gorgio.
Alright, so you can murder Parted Horseshoe Mustache because he's going to try to get out of there and not succeed. And Commoner Slick Down Sideburns. He's going to run towards the tent because that's where they left their range weapons. They got Gatling guns. I'm just saying, just going to make it challenging for you. It's like Josie Wales and they pull the tent back and there's a Gatling gun inside and he just starts opening fire. That's what's going to happen.
Lion, yellow, scumbellies.
Coming out of the water, or out of the darkness. He knows there's somebody back here. He knows there's somebody back here now. There he is. As he comes running around and he transforms. As his mouth opens up. That's all he can do though. And this guy running towards a shark, and he sees Scuzzer here, and he's gonna chuck his club at you. All right. So it like flies and hits you in the kneecap. Bap. And it made you expire your spike growth though. You're like, God damn it! And you lose enough. It just surprises you enough that you
This
lose
shit hurt.
concentration on your spike growth. Now that everyone's, well, I guess not everyone was dead yet. So let's Dagamas.
All right. I'm gonna. I assume all these babies are dead. That's
No,
the stag.
they're all sea spawns.
Yeah, they're exactly. They're not really babies anymore, is what I mean. So I'm gonna try.
You could be paranoid
Oh.
and think they're illusions.
That does not seem big enough.
What is it?
I was gonna catch Shatter, but it says a 10-foot radius sphere. Is that? Oh, I guess it is the
Yeah.
right size. So I actually want it down. I want to catch all three of those. Is basically what I'm trying for.
So hit target and see what happens.
It worked.
And it went away. Cool. Ooh, almost max damage too.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Dang.
7, 8.
As bits and pieces of seashells and sea life come flying off of these guys. And one of them goes, Mama.
And I've also got my Heart of the Storm ability, so these two guys that are each within 10 feet of me are going to take a little bit of extra damage. And then I will just fly on my broom up 50 feet and be done.
And I think you go.
And I probably saw Ember jump over the side, or fly over the edge. So I'm trying to yell over to him. The babies are goners. Don't worry about them.
The babies are goners. Hey, there's an owl here. I'm hooting at this owl with my club. Now, see, why did it do that? I picked up the die and it rolled a die. Now, is that my mouse that's doing that? Oh, he fumbles. So the
Falls
club,
off the edge.
no, the club slips out of his hand, and oops. Let's see, yeah, I picked up the die and it rolled, or I picked up from the combat tracker and it rolled. Is it my mouse doing something here?
My mouse used to do that before I replaced it. It got glitchy where it wouldn't hold down the buttons.
Uh-oh. I deleted the attack. Messing with shit. So the club slips out and hits the guy in the freaking thigh across the way. Pop! And climbing. Commoner. Oh, the guy that doesn't play Atari very well. Where's he at? Oh, he's
Toward the
down
bottom.
here. So that's 6. We're gonna say that's 20. And then he can move 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, he's gonna come. He's gonna get to about there. And with his buddy here, come running up behind him. Do you guys get annoyed by the bicycle ring, or?
Yeah.
I tried to keep it unobtrusive.
Only when it's like 50 times in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we're only at 24 right now. Overweight. Is this guy still in the water or something? Where's he at?
He gets half movement climbing.
He's headed to the fat farm.
There he is. He's got a pork chop in his hand. He's having a hard time. Wings!
Alright, so Wings. Now, Wings has flyby, but is that only effective for when he actually attacks?
I don't think so. I think when you get flyby, you're just like nee 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 nee.
Alright, so he's gonna take off. I presume he would have heard Nystagmus, correct? Because Wayne could hear him probably even better than Ember, right?
He probably heard him, but he doesn't understand what Nystagmus is saying, right? He doesn't speak his language. He understands you. He doesn't understand anybody else, I think is how it works. So he heard.
That's your call. He's a fey creature, so it's up to you what he speaks. Okay, so he's gonna
he
swoop
speaks
down.
owl.
He's gonna go about 10 feet and start diving down, looking for babies.
He's like, he reports back, I don't see any babies.
Big ugly babies.
Yeah. See?
Now, are
Sea
these
spawn
things
Wait, there's one
larger
with a
than
diaper.
baby size, or are these tiny little things crawling up the?
No, they're morphing into full size. It's part of the ritual. That guy went. This guy's going. This guy's going. What the hell was that? All right, top of round 3 is Squall. Hey, you got this guy, Deep Scion, comes running around the corner right up in your face.
Right up in my grill.
And you're like,
Yeah, let's move this right over here. Now, you say that it should... Yeah, I probably have to do that. So now... Oh, the little target thing's not lit up anymore. Oh, yeah, it is.
bam.
Okay. Bam. Alrighty.
And he likes it. He likes getting shocked. He's got a taser. Yeah, he likes to be tasered.
Yeah.
He likes it. As he comes running around, he's got his battle axe. He's got death in his eyes. As a lightning bolt shoots out of the sky and splits his skull in half, and he falls to the ground, smoking.
Cool. I am going to use my movement to go 30 feet straight up. Winged boots.
Like
So I will...
straight up in the air.
Yeah, just like that, and it's good.
Sea spawn left arm. Oh, this guy's making some progress. He's getting up there. Krell.
All right, let's take out a couple of these little piss ants.
The one's trying to kill the owl. They get blasted off.
Well,
They
I'm
go
taking out the commoners.
Yeah, they get blasted off the cliff, falling. They fall right past the owl. Kerspalash. Ah, look at that. Yeah.
There.
Is there another one? There he is.
Alright, so I look around. Don't see any babies. Here in Nystagmus. So I'm gonna move over to here.
You see all these sea spawn climbing up, and you can still tell. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
You can still tell. Why isn't it on your sheet? Or on your
Because
effects?
actually, it's what I'm born with. It's not actually a spell or a magic item.
Yeah, you would think it would. I think I would like that coded on the effects. That way I could just look at the combat tracker and see that you get dark vision, right? I think they should have like a little circle around your token or something, a little dot on your token. That would be kind of cool. But you know, I don't know anyone that does extensions and stuff, so. But you can tell that these sea spawns were the babies. There's some of them are still kind of morphing, you know, as they're climbing from baby. One of them's got a baby leg. One of them's still got a diaper stuck to his back. You know, whatever.
Alright, so he's really pissed that he wasted his only fly spell, his only scroll. So he's going to waste another scroll, the only one he has. This is way too big, though. Let's see, make sure we get it right.
Actually, let me move it a little for you. I think you can get. Yeah, you should be able to. So hit the target button now. There it goes. So what do you call a baby sea spawn climbing up a cliff in the microwave?
Up goes the weasel.
Cooked.
Smells
Oh, a
fishy.
lot of them succeeded. Holy crap. But, damn, nice damage.
Oh shit.
As, she killed, 2 of them? And cooked a bunch of them.
Well, his turtle was pointless anyway.
His turtle?
And then I'm gonna move. So I was 50 feet down. So let me adjust that. So I went over 15 feet, so I'll come up 15 feet as well, or the rest of my movement, and I'll fix it here in just a second.
And, climbing. That's what these guys are doing all round. Climbing. Wings.
Alright, so I'll tell him to come back. So I'll just move him over here to keep it less confusion as he's flying back up.
Minuscule thumbs. All right. He comes running around the corner and steps over his fallen comrade's body, and he's gonna take a swipe with at Squall with his. Is this the guy with the broken stick?
Is he
yeah.
30 feet off the ground?
And he chucks his club up at you and misses. And this guy is climbing. I forgot you flew up.
That's
but
alright.
still, he could try to
And he chucks
club.
his club at you.
He could try to chuck his club. That baby had suspenders on. Suspenders. Scuzzer.
Scuzzer is going to.
You're the only one on the ground. You're about to get.
Yeah.
You're about to get mealied.
Am I in dim light there?
No, not right there. Not.
How far away from that flame do I got to get in dim light?
If you flip up the flap of the tent and step under the tent, you would be in dim light.
Well, I don't want to go under the tent.
So you would need to be behind it then, like over here. Or where the shadow is.
Would that
But
be
it is
dim back there?
midnight. It's
Yeah.
That's. All right, he'll move over to there. And target this minuscule thumbs. And give him a
He's
couple
trying to catch his
shots.
club currently. He's like that he threw it at Squall. So he's not really. He's like, oh, fuck! And the club bonks him on the head as he falls over dead.
And then he will target the other slick down sideburns and take a shot at him.
Yeah, this guy's like fumbling around with something in the tent. He's bent over, his butt sticking out. That's what you see sticking out of the tent.
And I'll put an arrow in his ass.
And you pierce through both butt cheeks with your arrow. So if you had some string, you could have stitched it closed.
And that will be the end of Scuzzer's turn.
Nystagmus.
All right. I can't move it now. Same thing. Shatter, hitting all three of these guys.
All right, go ahead and do your target. There you go. One of them died.
That's something.
It's progress.
Yeah, I'll fly up a little bit more and be done.
All right, so the guy sees Squall up in the air, and he pulls the cork off the end of his little pointy spear stick thing, and he's gonna try to hit Squall with this thing. Let's see how good he is. He chucks that thing up. And why does it say you dodged? It didn't even come close to you,
Just gonna
right?
learn this trick. Learn this trick from a monk.
You're like, and I think we should take a quick little break. What do you guys think?
Let's do that.
As we
Sounds good.
wait, let me finish this round off real quick so we can start at the top of the round with Scuzzer. So when we come back in 10 minutes, we're going to start on round 4 of Babies in the Water. And but you guys can go away for about 9 minutes, but please come back because we're going to continue here on Drake Takes with Call from the Deep. We'll be back in a little bit.
fighting in the leads to choke on the pieces you're dealing, but I'm healing like a demon. But it takes one to know one, he sighs, and though you're cold, you always already begun. They're out there fighting for you long gone. You always already begun.
All right. 10 minutes. We're back. Some of us, most of us. So, Scuzzer, you were going to change into a bat, or did you want to fly?
No, not yet. I just seen it on there and I wanted to know how to do
Oh,
it. I might have to though. That's why I wanted to move into dim light.
I don't know. I haven't used the polymorph thing yet, and I'm not sure if I have it turned on. I think I have it off. Well, no, the extension is. What is the extension?
Should be in notes. Can't you pick your token on a notes page?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I did. But how do you?
how do you activate it? How do you shape change? How do you polymorph? How do you do it? How do you click it? How do you turn it on? How do you make it work?
Well, you click on the shape type till it's either shape change, disguise, polymorph, all that stuff.
I got it set to polymorph. I got
So
the
then,
bat token on there.
once you cast the spell, it should work, in theory.
So
Yeah,
I
I
got to
have
put the
always
both.
like
spell on
that.
my action tab.
I have both of the modules opened, so it's
Always that disclaimer in theory.
theoretically.
Yeah, I've only used the wild shape, so I don't know myself.
Because
We
I
have
see
to.
the
We'll have to read the instructions. But it's
see
your
the
turn,
polymorph
Scuzzer.
bat
So
spell. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I can't see this other guy over here. I can't see anybody over there.
yeah, you
So
can't.
Scuzzer will hold an action and watch out for Squall to see if anybody comes around to attack him.
So you're gonna ready squall.
Squall starts heading this way. And dashes. Still, now I take it the ground kind of slopes down this way, that way. Is that right?
Not really, but it's rough.
No, no. Let's. Okay, so I just maintain 30 feet off the ground.
Cool. Wings.
All right, so
Did,
Wings is gonna fly over here.
did you guys like my water, by the way?
Yes, like the water.
Very creative.
And starts squawking to Krell and flying in a warning formation.
Oh,
What the hell is a warning formation?
he says, hoo 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 hoo. Do. They're climbing. They're getting there. They're getting up. Krell.
Alrighty, so Krell is going to take one final pot shot at him. Wipe him out. And then come out this way and flip a quick U-turn. And
You
he's
shot-
heard explosions and all kinds of things going on over this cliff. So
You shot him in his good eye, just to let you
Yep.
know.
And I'll take my other two shots at Squat here. Or never mind, I'll take one shot at Squat. And my bonus action shot will actually miss. Actually, I'm going to use a superiority die on that just because.
Uh-oh.
A 15.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Sorry, I was behind on clicking. Nasta.
All right. I'm gonna lightning lure at swollen left arm and try and pull him off the side of the cliff.
I will give him half falling damage too. Oh, and he fails. So he's 60 feet up. So he's going to take another 10 points of damage. Wounded tooth. Where the hell did he go? So he gave him 14 points of damage as he falls into the water. And let me reset him to minus 100. Curse splash! Lands on a rock or something. Baggy Suspenders is climbing. Oh! He's going to start climbing back up. Cursing at you.
Oh, sorry, it was swollen left arm that I hit, not
Oh.
not wounded.
Yeah, he
tooth.
died.
Oh, did he die? Alright, so this guy is at... let me give him his... Actually... He's got a range attack.
Hanging onto the cliff.
What is this range attack?
Two-handed.
It's one-handed shit flinger.
Clyde!
I don't see it on here. Melee, melee, melee. Melee. Why does it say range? Oh, it says, there it is, range 0. So he climbs, and this guy's climbing. They're getting close. They're getting close to the top. They're going to get up there, and ain't no one going to be up there. Everybody's going to be flying around. Ember.
All right, so I'm gonna move over here. This one is 20 feet down. I'm gonna move up 5 feet, so I'll be even with him.
Do you wave at him? He's like, Mama.
And I'm gonna throw some fire at him.
Little fire, little ball of fire. Chuck. Ooh, you critted him. And you get to roll twice. You get to roll twice and choose one of the results. So go ahead and do you have that crit chart?
I do not.
Dragging it. You do now. So you get to roll twice on that and pick which one you want. The target is stunned or paralyzed.
I'll
Stunned or
use the
paralyzed.
paralyzed. He's paralyzed.
For 1 round. All right, I'll drop that on him.
Should he fall off the cliff at this point? No, because he's dead.
Did he die? I don't have to find paralyzed.
One hit point exceeds by 1 hit point.
All right, so I'm going
There's
to
a couple of them that are dead that I haven't deleted.
fly up another 10 feet, and that'll be it.
Scuzzer.
Scuzzer's going to grab a hold of the edges of his cape and take flight, since he can move 40 feet doing that. And he's going to move.
And what we're going to do...
You got to do the voice, Scuzzer.
I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. And actually, I'm going to dash over to here and land.
Na 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 na.
Na-na-na-na-na. Scuzzer. Well, I am going to do a DM call here. And we are going to take you guys out of initiative, and you guys won.
Slaughtered them to a
We win D&D.
every single
You
baby.
won. All right,
And
so
Scuzzer finally got to fly.
you guys have saved nobody.
Hey, we got some shark steak.
You got some
We
shark
saved the
steak.
king.
The shark steak is actually tainted. It's part of the ritual. If you eat enough of it, it may turn you into a sea spawn. You just have to jump off the cliff.
I'll jump
You
off
don't
the
know,
cliff. I just
but
won't land in the water.
Let's see what it says here. Desperate flight. Children of the deep. Climbing up the cliffs are the sea spawn who, if not engaged, would engage in a blasphemous ritual with the Rocklanders. Hedonistic, swirling dancing lit by flickering green flames, followed by a feast of a corpse of a shark. After the ritual is complete, the sea spawn will jump from the cliffs into the depths once more, and the Rocklanders return to their home. Well, I don't think any of that happens. There's dead bodies everywhere.
I'm disappointed because I was looking forward to shoving some babies in my bag of holding.
Right? One little baby, two little babies, three little babies. Hold your breath, little babies. Come on, hold your breath, little babies. Oh, I didn't see that. How come they put this at the bottom? If you witness any of the transformations, you have to roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh, one of those things.
Ooh,
Yeah, but we didn't witness a transformation. That happened in the water.
a couple of you did witness it.
Really?
Yeah, the ones
Ember
that
and
saw them
Astogamus.
Ember and Astogamus climbing up.
Ember came back when they were climbing up. He didn't get there in time to see it.
He saw the last little links of it. The last one, like a little.
Okay.
Remember, he had a diaper and a little baby. But I'm not gonna make you roll now because it's kind of pointless. Oh, the DC was a 15 though. Ugh, that could have been. Let's see. Go ahead and roll, you two. Let's see if you would have made it or not. Charisma
You
saving
said
throw.
Charisma.
So Nystagmus fails. So you both fail. So let's see what would have happened. So Nystagmus, you would have fell unconscious for so you would have fallen in the water and fell unconscious for 1 round. That
Well,
wasn't
at least
so
you
bad.
wouldn't drown in the water.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 minute. 1 minute. And Ember, you would have become incapacitated and spend the duration screaming, laughing, or weeping. I would say you would have been weeping.
All three.
All these babies.
What would have been the duration?
Oh, would have been. Oops. 7 minutes. Yikes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're still weeping. You're still crying a little. He comes back up. Oh, the babies are dead.
Get it together, man.
All right, so Sea King Fenris comes out of hiding, and he says, "You guys are amazing.
Yes, yes, we are.
Unbelievable how competent you guys are. You have to go find out what happened to Slark Kraken, the Kraken."
Didn't we just like slaughter 30 of his people?
He doesn't consider them his people anymore since he's trying to flee. They're all he's cutting his loss. They're no longer my subjects.
To the boats.
I always believe the captain should go down to his ship.
Yeah.
I still got this lightning cloud swirling around up above me here. I'm looking over at the king.
All right, so by the time you guys get done and down and back, it's like 1:30 in the morning. What are you guys gonna do? You guys want to like finish your long rest, or I mean, technically, well, I don't know. Let's see. It's probably been less than an hour. Let's say that you guys monkeyed around, so you can
I'm
continue.
doing fine.
You can continue and finish your long rest, or you guys can take off. What do you guys want to do?
How far away is this location that we're going to?
Here I'll pull up the map for you so you can. It's a good ways. I mean, it's not like.
Because we could just rest on the ship.
Well, how are you getting there? I guess is the question. How far away is one hex? How are you getting there? And it's 10 miles. So by land. Where's my stupid map at? I actually. Hmm. Here we go. All right, so you guys are over here, and you need to go over here.
We should probably just take the voyage, eh?
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
voyage is like docked out here, out of the reef and the rocks and the stuffs.
Yeah, so we're headed to
Or
Ulf
anchored, I should say, not docked.
or
Ulf
Trisk.
Ulf of Thunger. Trisk is the island, and you guys don't
Okay.
know of that dot. Well,
Who's Ass Carl?
Ask Carl. He's that
Carl's an ass.
It's that guy that keeps eating your sandwich in the break room for lunch. You freaking ass. I've done that when I was a kid. My mom worked in an office and we would get out of school. It was like 3 o'clock and we would open the fridge and sometimes eat somebody's food. But I mean, it was 3 o'clock. If you didn't eat your lunch, you're done, right? That's what we thought. You weren't going
Like
to eat
3
it
weeks
anyways.
old.
Yeah. Well, most of the time it was bad. I think we did it 2 or 3 times until we figured out how to break into the vending machine. Then we were good. Just get your arm up in there and you can get some stuff out. So what are you guys thinking? You're gonna get go back and get on your rowboats and try to get out of here
Yeah.
and get the voyage? Are you guys just gonna like kick the doors down, or are you guys gonna try to sneak out?
All of us are flying right now anyway. We can just fly.
Well, Sea
We got to
King,
take the captain with us.
Sea
Or
King
the king.
Frannis waves goodbye as you guys fly off.
Do we though?
I cast levitate on him, and I just drag him with me.
Is that
Tie a
is
rope
that
to him.
is
Yeah.
that possible? Can you guys fly long enough? How long's fly last? On your scroll, an hour? I think it lasts an hour. I think you're golden. If it's 10 minutes, then we got problems. But if it's an hour, we're golden.
I'm up to 4 hours, and hang on a second.
How long does levitate? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 10 minutes.
Fly is only 10
Uh,
minutes?
But at 120 feet around, would I be able to get to the... We're already at the edge of the water.
120 feet. Well, I mean, the voyage is a good ways out there. It took you guys about 2 hours to row in through the rocks and everything. So direct line of flight, it's going to take longer than 10 minutes. I'll tell you that.
yeah, concentration up to 10 minutes on the levitate.
How much does he
Drop it in
weigh?
the bay.
My broom can carry up to 400 pounds, and with everything in my bag of holding, I'm only carrying 50 pounds myself. So as long as he weighs like 200 pounds or less, I can carry him.
Yeah, but his flying speed comes 30 feet. So it slows down a lot. Fat guy on a little broom. Fat guy on a little broom.
Yeah, so I'll start flying out there, and then when I fall into the ocean, I'll just use my cloak and swim the rest of the way.
And levitate when he falls into the water, and you just...
He's going to use his broom. We're not in a
Oh, that's right, he's on the broom.
rush.
How do you do with cold water? Hypothermia.
As a manta ray, I don't
Oh,
mind.
it gives you a swim speed, so you're kind of magically protected, I think, from stuff like that. Unless it's extreme. All right, so you guys get back to the voyage, and everyone's dead. They're all turned into sea spawn. A couple of...
Well, are they dead or are they sea
Minotaur...
spawn? 'Cause we can work with sea spawn.
Minotaur sea spawns. Actually,
Actually, I can work with the dead too, so you know.
I just want to
Just saying.
roll one little roll for everybody and see how the crew did. 19, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so on average, the crew hasn't been totally maddened, totally gone insane. Enough of the crew is capable of getting underway and getting the vessel squared away. And you guys start. How do you guys sail? Like direct route, like this way?
Quickest way to get there.
Yep, due west and then north.
Yeah, we don't want to spend any time.
Yeah, you don't want to go off the
More time
north
here
end
than we
because
have
it's really rough, a lot rougher off the north end. But off the south end, oops, I closed the map. Off the south end, in the voyage, I'm gonna say you guys are able to get over there by morning, and the crew can do most of that work. So I'm gonna push you guys a long rest.
Cool.
Nice.
So sometime after the sun's come up for an hour or so, you start making your way towards Ulf of Thunger, and you guys can definitely feel the maddening effect get greater, get more oppressive. Especially the crew, who's a little weaker minded. They're agitated. They're arguing. Even more to fisticuffs have come out, and lots of people are getting into fights and disagreements and arguments and stuff. and every now and then somebody will get paralyzed or fall unconscious or freeze up or whatever as you guys get closer and closer to Trisk, the island of Trisk. You guys were pursued by longboat trying to get you to stop. But yeah, right. See ya. It's
We
the
got
voyage,
cannons.
right? It's the voyage, though. I mean, you're like gone.
Yeah.
They're like row, row, row. You're like,
Yeah, blowing in the
yeah.
sail.
Were they trying to attack us, or they're asking for help, or can we
No,
tell?
they're like, get back here. You're not allowed to leave. The only thing they could really do to you is try to ram you with that big ram on the front of them, but they couldn't catch you. So, all right. So yeah, it was a long ways across the island. Let's see. Oh, realistically, there is little the Rocklanders can do to prevent the characters using magic to escape Volstead. So if you flew, they can't really do anything. It says that. It says that. It says that. It says, the island of Trisk is, I mean, you can see Ulf of Thunger. It's basically, a encampment per se, not really a town. But uh, it looks vacant. Like there's not really people moving about as you guys. I mean, how are you guys approaching this island? The sun is up. The
So is there an
crew
actual
is
harbor in there?
no. It's just a beach. So you can't really. I mean, you could try to beach the ship if you want, but it's kind of hard to get it unbeached.
Corello, you're able to do
And the
scout
crew
ahead.
is the crew is pretty despondent. They're like,
Should should we have like the captain drop us off and take the voyage further out away to
Yeah.
keep the crew from going crazy and have some kind of communications to get her to come back when we're ready?
well, you guys anticipate for the crew to, not be affected by this, that they're going to need to be a good ways away. I mean, even anchored where they were in Volkstead, they were kind of affected. So beyond that, they're probably a little bit safer. But here, I mean, you guys are having a hard time not trying to get into arguments and fights. You know what I mean?
It's just because the Emperor's an asshole.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. The owl's just like
He's a
sulking.
hothead.
He's sulking. He's.
Covered in monkey poo. Of course he's sulking.
Oh no, he got all cleaned up.
I agree. I think that is a good idea. Uh, Krell and Nystagmus can
Yeah.
both fly and go fetch them, even if they are a ways out. Have them go a day.
Do we have any way to magically communicate with them?
No one bought any sending stones and said, "Here you go, Captain Graysail. Here's a sending stone." You can talk to, the leader of Brigandy Earth, but you can't talk to your ship captain. It's just the way you guys planned it, I guess.
Didn't somebody have an
Maybe
orb
there's
of
a
scrying?
spy.
Is
Maybe
that
there's a
too
drow
late?
spy on the boat, and you could talk to him, and he could talk to the spy. Then the spy could talk to the captain. But you're not too sure about that. How far is message?
I don't.
Message is not very far, is it? I don't know. You guys got the spells.
I don't have anything.
Message is 120 feet.
Oh, that's not very far.
It's no problem for Krell to fly out. He can fly all day if he needs to. But
Well, I mean, you guys could ask for like, hey, can you come back in like an hour and pick us up, or a day and pick us up? I mean, that kind of communication.
we have him come back and check in once a day. You know, sail in,
So
wait for
dawn
1 hour.
tomorrow, come back dawn
Yeah.
tomorrow, right here, and we'll signal
We'll
you
light
from
a
the
fire
shore.
on the beach.
Yeah, they could get
We'll
within
send smoke
120.
signals.
They could get within 120 feet of the beach on the voyage, and you guys can message them or
Yeah.
whatever, or shoot a flare or whatever.
And if we're not here,
Sounds good.
do it again the next day.
All right, so you guys are gonna row in on a rowboat, or fly in, or swim in, or
It's daytime. I can't
Swim.
fly.
Let's go
Just
underwater. Stealth mode.
If we can come in to 120 feet, within 120 feet of it, that's not very far at all.
well, you can. I'm just saying you can. I'm not saying you should, and I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying you can.
Say we have Krell fly over and take a look and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a flyover.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna fly out and scout, and let's just say the ship's like a half a mile offshore, safe distance. You know, you're just going by. Hey, we're just a ship going by, minding our own business.
I'll fly
We're
stealthily.
we're not investigating as a plumed, colorful bird flies off the ship towards shore, right? That's not. So you see a patrol as you start getting closer to the shoreline.
On the water patrol or on the shoreline?
They're
patrol?
patrolling the shore. Well, they're the water line and the shore, because
You're not in a boat or something.
no, they're definitely patrolling the shoreline, looking for people not supposed to be here. And there is a what looks like a what you would think is a priest. Really, I think that's a priest. This guy, like, you can make out with your krill eyeball, and you do your cacao over, a holy symbol of Slakarathrat, the kraken.
Slackerakin the Kraken.
Yeah, and 6 individuals that you think might be scions. Deep scions. So the shape changers.
Anybody got a bead of necklace of fireballs or something?
You're by yourself there, bud. They're about a half mile away, so. And
Only
they
6 of those.
spot you because you're flying towards them, right? I mean,
Yeah,
are you like a
I'm
mile up or
way up.
something?
My idea would be somewhere between like 300, 600 feet up.
Okay, so you see 7 individuals on the beach. Then you don't know who they are. You don't know what they are. So you can't ID them from that far away. But if you can ID them, then they can ID you. So that's what I'm getting at.
I'm flying stealthily, you know, with the sun to my back, so they have to squint to look up at me.
You poop on them.
It's just an albatross. Just albatross.
It's just
Yeah,
a big
I'll
bird.
fly over them and shit on them.
It's just a big bird with a backpack and freaking gear on. It's just a big bird. 18 weapons. You know, it's just a big bird. So yeah, I mean, you can give me a stealth check if you like. See how stealthy you are. A plus 14? Good lord.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me see what these guys' passive perception is. An 11 and a 15. Ooh. So the priest almost saw you. He's like, "What? That must be a. I think it's a vulture. It's just a vulture. We're fine." All right. So yeah, you get close enough that you can ID, as I said earlier. So.
All right, I will
So
fly
there is
back and inform my
you
crew.
can see that there is a patrol. You also see a building. It is what you think might be the Temple of Tentacles. It's the only building of note within Ulf of Thunger. It is a sepulchral separ. This guy used some nice words. Here you guys go.
Sepulchre.
Yeah, that word.
That's
Sepulchral.
A domed granite building carved to resemble a gigantic squid standing erect on its spiraling tentacles.
he's
The temple is on the shoreline, allowing the ocean to wash through the building at high tide. So, and this is where you know that the elders are supposed to meet today or tonight. But you don't see any individuals currently out front of the building or on top of it, but you cannot see inside of the building. And you're
All right.
pretty unless you fly down closer to investigate. The patrol was going away from that building, so you have a little time if you want to.
Yeah, I'll fly
Like,
down a little closer.
You fly down. Give me a survival check, please.
That I'm not so good at. Still proficient. Only a +9 though.
All right, so as you fly down, you kind of land on a rock nearby, and you're kind of looking around. And the tide you think is pretty high. I mean, you can look and see easy enough with your survival check that the water line up on the rocks and stuff is mostly at the top of it. But you don't know if the tide is coming or going. And you know this ritual is supposed to take place at high tide. So either you missed it or it's going to happen soon. This meeting of the elders. Now, you
Got it.
also know that in 12 hours, it's going to happen again, high tide, because that's the way.
They're supposed to meet at night.
Yeah, if you remember that.
That's what I remember being said. That they were going to meet at night, so it might be the high tide at night.
Which would put it in about 12 hours.
Perfect. We've got large cask of gunpowder on the board, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you how
You just
many.
light that and drop it on the place.
We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 smoke powder. No, that's shots.
How
No,
far
that's
can
smoke
our
powder.
cannon shoot?
Oh, I'm sorry.
See,
No,
Artillery?
it's not at high tide. It's at dusk and at dawn when they have their meeting.
all right.
The
I'm thinking
Sea King would have known that. So you just
we can get
missed the
close
meeting.
enough to shore and use cannons. We can bombard the place.
Yeah.
Like that Pirates of the
Range
Caribbean theme.
is 600, 2400. So we're in range up to 600 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not.
2,400 feet we're in range. It's just long range.
Yeah, 2400. Yeah.
You're currently just out of long range where you're anchored.
Do we want to lay waste to this place without being able to go through it and look for goodies?
Well, if it's at night,
I'm just saying, if we see somebody,
If we see somebody,
A
we'll
group
shoot
of
them with a
somebody.
cannon.
Yeah, there's a
if they're
patrol.
gathering in that place at night, I can turn into a bat and fly around there. I mean, even closer than Krell could get.
No, I just clarified. It's at dawn and at dusk.
So at dusk, is it dim light at dusk?
Inside it is.
I see bats flying around when it's still a little bit
Yeah,
light outside.
dusk.
Uh,
That'll have to be Drake's call though.
we could just walk. We could just walk in there like we own the place. I kind of like shelling it offshore, but then it ruins such a majestic. Isn't this building like?
Couldn't we have the crew call in some artillery from the crew while we're on shore?
You think by dawn tonight the crew will have killed themselves?
We gotta send them away. All
Alright,
right,
let's
let's
send 'em down. We'll do the
I mean,
the
that's what
special ops.
that's what
So
you
has Krell
guys
come back
the
yet?
guys on the ship right now are doing is trying to keep the crew from fighting. I mean, there's a mutiny happening. There's like 6 mutinies happening right now. So
Is Krell back on the ship?
yeah,
that
I'll
would
fly back.
that would be yep.
Well, what does the Sea King have to say? I mean, what is?
He's like, we have to get away. We have to get away from here. I'm losing my mind. Hey, you, give me that. And they, you know, and that you think the Sea King could take out a lot of these freaking crew members.
All right, so
He's got
Why would we think that from the way he hid in the other fight?
well, because you saw him attack
Both fights?
at least once, and he was pretty badass when he attacked.
From the shadows.
Yeah, well, you also got to think that you know it was his brother and part of his family. That was chasing him. So, and some of his court members. So he wasn't too thrilled about killing them. So he was glad that you guys came along and murdered his family for him. He's really happy about that, by the way.
So we're gonna do an amphibious landing north of the
Yeah,
patrol.
let's just go. I don't.
Yeah, well,
Get on land.
Krell can time the patrol to get you guys in with a decent enough stealth check that you guys can get up to
I
the
can use
temple.
pass without trace.
Are you guys gonna
Yeah.
like go into the temple?
we're gonna go in there and lay waste a bunch of squid heads.
Yeah, I've still got pass without trace too.
All right, so you guys give me here. I can push it for you guys. Let's do one of these. A 32, really, Krell? A 32? He's like Predator.
Can't see me.
And I'll dismiss Wings. I can just call him back with an action, so I'll dismiss him.
You don't put him in your pocket, like.
Put him in
As
my
in
bag of
pocket
holding.
dimension.
Wings actually stealth pretty good. It's Ember that should be dismissed. I mean, so the DC was a 14. Wings made it a 14. Scuzzer 20, Nostogamus 20, Krell 32. Did Squall not roll?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Squall with a 17 and Ember with a 5. So everybody else stealths around the Ember.
How did you have a 5 with plus?
Pass
3.
without trace.
Yeah, pass without trace on it.
If we use pass without trace, everybody gets 10 more.
Oh, well, I didn't count the 10 because it wasn't on anybody, but it's enough that you don't even need to burn the spell slot, is what I'm telling you. So, because the Ember's the only one that failed. It's
That's
a group.
right.
It's a group thing.
5
so.
means I got a toots on the dice.
Okay.
Yeah, so the average for the group is above the DC, right?
Yeah, no one else, no one
Everybody
failed
except
but
one.
Ember. He's the only one that failed, so it's a success. So you guys make it ashore, and you guys make your way over to the temple. And I am going to push you a map, and I'm going to drop you on it first. As you guys kind of creep up to the temple, and you kind of get up next to the temple and get some cover. Did you say you're gonna bring wings back out? Well, I'll just leave him on here.
No, he's gonna stay in his dimension until I need him.
I'm gonna take him out of the combat tracker. All right, yeah. So you guys stealth up and get up against the edge of the building. And here, let me push it toward to you guys. Sharing is caring. So you can see that there's an entrance here, and you can hear voices inside.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Let's see. They're basically discussing. Give me. Everybody can give me. Here, I'll roll that too. Perception. Oops. That's
Yeah, it was stealth again.
Perception. There you go. Wow. Yeah, so they're just talking about that one of them has a wart on his thumb. No, I'm kidding. They meet to discuss the state of Slockrethel and the Purple Rocks and what their next move should be. So they're having a debate back and forth. Well, I think we should. I think we should uh, go find out what's going on. Well, I don't think so. I think everything's okay. You know, they're back and forth about some topic about the Kraken.
Are there any openings in this building from the outside other than the main entrance? Like
No, it's a
windows
complete
or
dome. The building, yeah, it's a gigantic
But he's
squid standing erect on its spiraling tentacles. Yeah, actually, the water runs up underneath of it. So you could like dig under the dirt and come up inside. It's only 1 foot underneath where the water can come in and out.
Is it go out to the ocean? Couldn't we
Yeah,
just swim underneath?
this is on the shore, so the tide washes in at high tide. So the tide is currently washing in a little bit. It's like 8 inches. When it's completely high tide, it's completely 1 foot. It fills. I mean, you could dig down. It's really rocky here, though, so it's not easy to dig or crawl or.
so do we want to fight them inside or do we want to lure them out?
I don't think it really matters.
I think we take him inside. This is the only exit.
A few well-placed fireballs in there.
Well, I do happen to have Flame Strike prepared.
Fireball, lightning bolt, etc.
Haste.
Conjure barrage.
Or I could just put my sickening radiance in there and just wait.
Have them all just die. a great way to draw them out.
Is there a visible effect to sickening radiance?
Yes, they are. It's like fairy fire. They're encased in a glowing green outline.
That gives us advantage, like fairy fire?
Makes it impossible for them to benefit from being invisible. It doesn't give us any advantage though. And does 4d10 damage every round.
And 1 level of exhaustion.
Every round, it does a level of exhaustion.
You fail 6 rounds in a row, you're dead.
Well, then, hell, let's just throw that in there and then we'll seal this door up.
Lock the door.
Oh,
As you guys see,
I'd like to use a card if I can.
all right.
I'm not sure how this works, and I don't know if I ought to just throw this card out and get something else, but it's called Did You Hear That? So you use this card at the beginning of an encounter. You may act during the surprise round, because of surprise round.
Yeah, it's a 4th edition card, and you should have gotten another one
Okay.
because there is no such thing as a surprise round. In other words, if you wanted to use it, you cannot be surprised, right? But you're not currently surprised, so you cannot use the card.
Oh, it's if we're surprised, you may act
Right.
during the surprise. Okay.
But Scuzzer,
I'll get rid of it and get another one.
as one of these priests, you could tell, steps around the corner. Let's see. These guys are not wearing armor. They have the Kraken Holy symbol on. It's not the same as the Kraken Society. It is the symbol of the Kraken, not which is kind of the same, but it's different. And he goes, "Intruders!" And he points at you. At your
I
group
go,
as he comes
where?
around
And
the
I look
corner.
behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess Skyzer will move over here and put the hunter's mark on him and start lighting his ass up.
He's pointing at you. He's got a mental attitude.
Let's see, sharpshooter. Yeah, it's on there. Oh, it's a nice start.
Yeah. You hamstring him, so you shoot through his ankle, and it sticks him into the ground, and he is restrained.
All right, I'll take a second shot at him then.
Wait, hold on. Let me give him restraint because you're going to have advantage. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Yay, advantage.
Oh. Can you roll
And-
any lower? Nope.
No.
Well, I guess if you didn't add the 10 to it.
Yeah. And that's the end of Scuzzer's turn because you used the bonus action for Hunter's Mark.
So the guy points at Scuzzer. Scuzzer doesn't like to be pointed at, and he shoots him twice. And Nystagmus.
He didn't yell intruders with his vile lisp.
That wasn't him. The mental attitude guy yelled
Oh.
intruders.
All right, this guy's he's kind of in a weird spot, so I want to move back a little bit, and then I want to use lightning lure on him to try to bring him over here where we can all get at him easier.
You gonna do the scorpion thing? Get over here. Ah, he does fail. Well, he's also restrained, so he can't really jump out of the way very easy either. Holy. So how far do you drag him?
So I move back 5, and then I pull him up adjacent to me.
Like here?
Yeah.
Like that? Krell. You're like, hey, look, I can see the guy now. He's like,
Hey, I got a target.
You see him, he's got an arrow stuck through his Achilles tendon, like the guy from Troy. What's his name?
Achilles?
Yeah, that's the guy. And he dies.
And I will move down there. Do I see anybody from there? No?
No.
Just looking for another target to shoot.
If, let me delete this arrow that somebody drew. Do you have more movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me move you where you can see. If you move to here.
Yep.
No, here. Which I'm going to say you're a little further off the map, but since the map is so small. You can see into here a little bit. Let me open that up a whisker. And there's a guy standing there, looking like he's just come running up. He's all winded. His hair's all blown back. And he sees you, and he's like, "Bird!"
Yep.
Shoot him in the chest. Whap! He's like, "Stop! Stop! Out!"
I refuse to stop.
He's got the lisp.
Blasphemer!
And I will shout out that there's this lispy guy around the corner here.
Well, let me put him in a square. Oops. What the hell? I need to learn how to play Fantasy Grounds. So, I guess you can probably see in too, Crow. You know, as your eyes adjust a little, you can make out that in the middle of this room is a huge statue of the Kraken. And then stepping out from behind the statue, you see a guy wielding a staff that you have been looking for.
Hey, buddy, you got my walking stick.
And hold on one second. He is going to cast a spell.
Jerk.
Let me find it real quick. Well, thank you for helping me, but they didn't.
That was a staff of haste he's casting on me, right?
Yeah, it's a staff of haste. So I need you to make a charisma saving throw,
Got a
please,
blink dog.
since they didn't code this for me. And you rolled a 7, so you failed. So you are incapacitated, and you are in a harmless demiplane as he banished you.
Bastard.
Let's see. So I need to... Why isn't this coded for me? Making me do stuff I don't know how to do because I don't have the code. What the hell? Alright, so concentration on this guy. Is it on here? It's not on here either.
Could he just make one that has parentheses C with a duration of 10, or would that work?
Just put anything colon and then
Yeah.
C in parentheses. And
Banishment C. That's all it needs. The weird thing about concentration in Fantasy Grounds is that it can exist anywhere in the effect line, even in the middle of other effects.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's basically it scans the entire line for that C first, and then it processes and parses out each effect.
So just banishment parentheses C and duration 10?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Semicolon
And then
after.
let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then he's going to move back. And that was his turn. This guy. Ember, at the end of the round, we're going to stop, so.
We have a vile lisp and a cheery lisp. What's up with these guys?
They all have a lisp. They're
Doing a little
family of,
janky
they are
movement.
family of Timmons. Timmons. Little jinky movement. All right, so you can see in a little better. You can make out. Oh, I can't wait till Unity. This.
Yeah, that is a very nice new feature in Unity.
Damn, that thing's like perfect size. It's like exactly the interior size. They're gonna have to squeeze into the corners to get out of it, into the little notches there.
All right, and so
Wait, is it
uh,
gonna target the guys that are hidden to you?
well, that's the question. Depends on how you interpret it. It says when a creature moves into the spell area for the first time. So some people interpret that they are now in the spell's area for the first time. Other people say on their move. So
Well,
it's up to you.
on their turn, when they start their turn in it. But my question is it when you hit the target button, is it going to target the individuals that are hidden to you?
Oh, that's right. It does put the effect on there. So yes, it covers everybody except for Mr. Violist there would be targeted.
No, I understand that it's what it's supposed to do. I'm asking, is it going to work? So go ahead and hit
Does
the target
Diablo
it's not.
button.
Bob's extension target them properly?
No, it won't
Yeah.
here.
Let's see. It did.
Oh, it did?
Right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it targeted all the guys that you cannot see.
All right, so I'll put it on myself.
Ember, that was. Oh, it's still your turn. Are you done? Oh, you dropped it on him. Okay, I see.
All right, so that is them. That is me. Krell has disappeared, but I wouldn't have seen that. So yes, let me just make sure one other thing. Nope, that's it.
All right, so this guy takes the damage. 40, 10. He took 17 damage. And
Took some exhaustion too.
so
Do you
he's
want me to put
gonna
a token on there just so you remember where it is? Because it is visible.
the green stuff. That's the whole damn inside. I know where it's at.
Okay.
It's pretty clear exactly, except for the little niches around the edges. So this guy's gonna pop around the corner here, and he doesn't like that. He didn't like that what you did there. So he is going to cast a square here. Of Everard's black tentacles. Squirming ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that he can see within range. For the duration, these tentacles turn the ground into the area into difficult terrain. When you enter the affected area for the first time on a turn or start your turn there, you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
I'm going to cast Counterspell since I can see him.
It is 4th level, so you have to roll.
I've never used Counterspell, so what do I roll? It says make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. All right, 10 plus spell level, so it's 14.
Yep. Hey, bada, and you rolled a 20. Nice. So that spell is.
Boom.
Does it do damage since I rolled a 20?
Oh no, you rolled a 15 plus 5. It's
Dirt
not a
20.
natural 20. And that's it. He's like, actually, can I counterspell your counterspell? I
It
think I
uses a
can.
one reaction. Uses one reaction, so
Yeah. And your counterspell is only a 3rd level spell, so I counterspell your counterspell automatically.
Well, wait, who's countering?
The guy that was casting the spell.
But he already cast a spell on his turn.
It's
He
not
can't
his
cast
turn.
an
Oh, that's true. It's
he
not his
can't cast
turn.
another spell
Uh,
on his turn.
He can't.
uh,
He can't counterspell a spell on his turn that he's casting. Only another guy can. And nobody. Oh wait, this guy can see you. File Lisp can do it. That's kind of pushing it. Let me see something here. I want him to roll a perception. He saw it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn the counterspell. So do. Yeah. So only they all don't have counterspell now. They have like a circle, like hags do. You know,
What
they
do they
can
call this? A
pool.
Mexican standoff?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the tentacles still go off as the counterspelled your counterspell, and that's that. So the tentacles are there, and who is
Nice,
this?
Hey,
27.
hey, Drake. Since I'm banished, I want to put myself either off the map or put an effect on it so that I know when we come back next week that I'm not actually there.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna actually turn you yellow. You're gonna be yeller.
So he's sitting there with a mug and eating pizza.
There. Now we know. You're
Perfect.
not there. When you come back, you'll be there. And so this guy is gonna move up to the edge here and calls lightning.
What does he call it?
He calls it. He calls it on you.
Actually, he can't see me from there, but
Why can't he
okay.
see you from there? Oh, actually, he could be here to see you. And let's see, Dex check on Ember, which you failed. Lightning comes down. All right, let me make a note on him. Oops. Call lightning. Cast outside front. All right, and squall. So yeah, lightning just you see all these tentacles flapping around by the front entrance. I
move
don't like this
move me
map.
forward to here for a moment.
All right, and if you guys want to be further out, just let me know. You know, beyond the 20-foot.
Okay, and I
Doobie-doo.
should have Ember's Nystagmus, Squall, and Scuzzer. Very good. So I will cast at second level and pick up an extra target here. Bless.
And good time to crash Sirenscape as we end the night.
Yes. And then I got, let me clear my targets. 10 feet left of movement, so I'm headed back towards Scuzzer. I figure that these guys need a little help with possible saving throws and whatnot. So
All right,
cool.
we're gonna stop right there. Let me make a note that Krell is banished. Banished. All right, that's where we're going to stop. This is going to be an interesting fight. A bunch of spellcasters.
Nastiness.
And one of them has a Staff of the Magi. Nasty. And they all have like a communal spells that they can draw upon. And that's where we're going to pick up next week as we continue with Call from the Deep next week at on Drake Takes. Thursday night over on Marbania's channel, we are going to continue with Deadlands. What is it? The river? What's the flood?
The flood.
The flood and the Deadlands. So come over on Marbania's channel and watch us over there in Deadlands. And then on Friday, we are what's going on Friday? Veno's channel, or Veno's DMing over on Marbania's channel as well. So I just put his info in there if you want to come watch that. On Saturday, we are off. We are not doing anything on Saturday. It's our reprieve. The following Saturday, I am starting Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Mating over on Rob's channel. And we're doing session 0 then, so we'll be rolling up characters and maybe doing an encounter or something. A couple of these guys are in that. And then back Tuesday again here. So if you're in the chat and if you wouldn't mind hitting the follow button or subscribe button on my YouTube channel or on my Twitch channel, I would appreciate it. Especially the YouTube channel, because I'm trying to get over 100 followers so I can get rid of that big ass number. See now that HTTUCGMG, it sucks. It's stupid. But you have to have over 100 people. If I get over 1,000 people, then I can make money on YouTube, and that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Not gonna, I don't care. But it's late. It's 15 after, so we're going to call it right here, guys. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, Drake. Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, thanks.